This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. G'day.
Today we caught up with Harrison from Married at First Sight. Got a little feisty, safe to say.
You enjoyed the conversation, I reckon.
Offensive.
No, I think offensive. I think he
Offensive,
went.
yes.
He went on the front foot.
We talk about sugar mummies and daddies.
Yeah, we did. That
Sean's
was
looking
good.
for one.
We discussed the simple, uncomplicated life of men.
We do, and dating on a budget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
And
did.
Sasha Glasgow from the West Coast Fever dropped by as well.
The sports thing.
Yeah, don't worry.
You'd have
I
totally
totally
lost them,
forgot.
were you?
Totally.
It was
slipped
women's
my
sport,
age.
so
Thousand
I'm an
apologies.
advocate. I'm an advocate.
you're an
For
avocado.
the 100-metre cooking.
Very good. Very, very good.
This is Nathan, Nat and Sean
Nathan, Nat and Sean
on Nova.
on Nova 937. Let's go.
6:04. Nathan, Nat and Sean. Morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, allegedly.
It is Tuesday.
yeah,
We've
it
just
is.
come across something fantastic already.
Yeah. We've got a big thing happening in the show a little bit later on.
It is.
Hey,
You might
Richard-
want to stick around.
Richard Porras is back. That is the game that has taken the world by storm. Literally everybody is talking about it.
Yeah.
It's where we pour water into glasses.
Yep.
And
It
you
does
could
sound-
win $1,000.
Does sound simple, but there's a lot to it.
Yeah.
Very intricate.
Here at Nova, we like to celebrate healthy relationships. Husband of the Year, Harrison from Married at First Sight, will be on the show just after 8 o'clock.
Is he?
Good.
Oh, Jesus.
Great news.
What was he doing last night? Like, yeah, I know there's different relations. You know, they got the
he was-
wife swap,
yeah.
and then he was just working a bit of magic. Wasn't
Oh,
he?
yeah, he finds such joy in destroying other people, which is actually really good to watch.
Horrible human trait.
It's a terrible
to live
trait
with.
that makes great television.
And that's what it's all about, isn't
Oh,
it?
God.
For holiday accommodation more comfy than your trackies, jump on the What If app.
With hotels, holiday rentals, holiday parks, and more, find the perfect fit for Holiday You.
Book your getaway on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel? We're popping into Florida.
Nothing abnormal
All right,
happens
man.
in Florida.
Yes, this is the Boca Raton City planning meeting. Okay.
Yep.
Boca Raton's a big city. Yeah.
A woman named Ashley Cream has come in.
Yes.
And
Ashley Cream, interesting.
she's very interesting to look at too.
Right.
Yeah. You know, she's been enhanced. Let's just say that.
Significantly, I think it's safe
in the
to say.
chestal regions.
Right. She's got some heat.
And she's wheeling in an old man, we find out.
Oh, so she's trying to get like better
Wheelchair access now.
wheelchair access, you know, looking after people with disabilities. Is that?
No. So they've asked people to come up and speak, and she's gotten up. And the old man's gotten out of his wheelchair and he's sort of, you know, hobbled
Well, that's
next
a
to
miracle.
her to show her the support. I know.
Baby Jesus.
Pretty amazing stuff. And then she goes on to say something that a lot of people probably don't think of in everyday life. She makes a speech saying sugar daddies, both gay and straight, and yes, even sugar mummies, are responsible for college educations, cars, homes, rents, jets, Birkins, and the occasional body enhancement, where she said, I've had nothing done. And then she had a request for the city council, and here she
This is a planning meeting, right?
This is a planning meeting.
Okay.
Let us celebrate these giving, generous Samaritans as I stand before you, requesting that you decree a Sugar Daddy and Mommy Appreciation Day on March 10th to honor those who have given us so much. Thank you and love you all. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you for your, that's a city council issue. Anybody else wishing to speak on the issue of the flammable liquids?
The flammable liquids.
I mean, he played an absolute straight bat, didn't he? That is a city council issue. No, don't be so stupid. Stop wasting our time. Which is what he must have
we're
been
talking
thinking.
about flammable liquids today.
Very good. Very good. So March 10th.
Sugar days. Have you ever known anyone that's been in that
Never.
scenario?
Yes. So
You
there's a guy,
have?
no, only so there's a guy in Bali that we stay at the Padma for the last 10 years or whatever, and he has been the sugar
Daddy.
No, he's been
the sugar child of. He's a good sugar mummy.
So there was this lady that he first met from Germany who came over and lost her husband all the years ago, and then she approached him because she kept coming back year after
Yes.
year to see if he would be
Her. Sugar Baby.
Sugar Baby?
Sugar Baby?
Yeah. So he
Sugar
took
Baby.
it on, even though he kind of had a girlfriend for a lot of the time, but he explained that to the partner.
That it was a financial
There was a
decision.
financial agreement. So we'd ask him, so you have to have sex with this woman? And she was old. And he
When you
did.
say old, what are we talking? What are you saying? Are we taking stock
Well,
of
it would have started in the late 60s, and now it's, this German lady is up to around the 80 mark. And apparently, my mate Dennis was just telling me he has shut it down only recently and got married.
Oh.
But in the meantime, because he was getting around on, you know how in Bali when you're there, everyone's on these little scooters. He's coming in this flash motorbike all the time,
he's riding a Harley.
that's how we got to the basis of it all. But he was doing that. So she would come over twice a year to the Padma and stay for 3 weeks, and he'd have to be with her the whole time. And then he'd get flown to Germany once a year and holiday with her for a couple of weeks over there.
Wow.
That's Rhonda and Couture. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
it was.
God.
Yeah.
God.
He did it for a decade.
How many cartons of Vaseline were sent to that room? Hey, Amy, you're married. Did he ever tell her... Did he ever tell his wife about that scenario?
Well, it was his girlfriend, yes. Yeah, it was
Okay.
totally
So she
out
was
on-
across
out there.
it, that it was a financial
Amy.
transaction.
If Alex was in this transaction and he had a sugar mummy and you found out about it, how would you feel?
She's like, where's the money, mate?
Show me the money.
Don't cut it off.
That's right, exactly.
Mummy wants to go to Bali.
I mean, if you're going to do
Don't
it...
tell me. Just show me the money.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
I just want to know about
Don't
the
tell me.
cash.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
There's a girl named Shannon who lives in Queensland and she's got her phone out and she's filmed over her neighbour's yard.
A
Yes.
bit intrusive, but I'll go with it.
It is a bit
little bit.
intrusive, isn't it? But you know what? Content, Natalie.
Content.
Content. That's what it's all about.
Why was she filming, Nate?
Because she put up a post saying, tell me that you live next to a straight, single, 60-year-old Aussie man without telling me you live next to a straight, single, 60-year-old Aussie man. And it was all about what was on his clothesline. And this is what she saw.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pairs of denim pants with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blue singlets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs of jocks. Hold on a second. What's going on here? Oh no, there they are. Sneaky devil hiding over there.
Lovely.
7
I see
pairs of
that.
jocks, 7 pairs of pants, 7 blue singlets.
What are you wearing for the week? Come at the back.
I know, and so that is literally his week's washing.
Yeah,
Done.
at the back. Now think of like a lady's outfit for the week: blouses, pants, skirts, fun skirts.
Yes. Well, if a
Fun
woman was to
skirts.
wear the same thing like that every
she'd be
day,
ridiculed.
yeah, everybody'd be like, "Oh,
Ridiculed.
don't you have any more clothes?
Remember
What's the problem?"
when Carl Stefanovic did that for a year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
The
one
same
noticed.
suit, nobody noticed.
Same blue suit.
And you know what? Men can say whatever they want, but you know, a lot of men they live a very simple, uncomplicated life.
I think it's a good idea.
I had a mate who had this guy that was living with him, and then one day I walked around. This guy had just done his shopping, and there was 2 giant bulk packs of sausages.
So like 24, say?
No, Natalie.
Would you think
no,
more?
I think it was like so many sausages.
So 2 lots of 24 would be 48 sausages. You're saying there's more than
I think it was a
48
lot.
sausages?
You know when you see a lot and you go,
Yeah,
geez,
that's
it's like
a lot of
briefcase of sausages.
Okay, so a sausage sizzle was about to take place at the
Yeah,
house.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
having
Because
people
there
around.
was a giant bottle of sauce, there was
Yeah,
a couple of white loaves of bread, and there was some onions. And I went like, and I said, what, are you having a barbecue tonight?
Or are you doing a fundraiser at
Yeah.
Bunnings?
And then my mate said, no, this is what he gets every week for dinner. And I said, what are you talking about?
He buys that once a week and then just peels off a bunch of sausages,
Just like-
cooks them each night,
Yes.
slices some onion.
Yes. And then
he has that every single day.
And he has like...
Does he have scurvy?
He like... And you know he's got onions, so... he's covering the food groups.
I don't know.
So he just like... And apparently he'd like, down like 5 or 6 sausages in white bread each night. And then...
And that's it.
Till they were gone.
Yeah,
and then
and I said, like, so what, is this just a phase? He goes, no, ever since he had lived with him, he has always
Nathan.
goes and buys his briefcase of sausages. And
You did eat turkey sandwiches every day.
You
for a
do.
long
I know, but I
period
had
of
other
time.
things in there. I had other things in
No,
there.
but you like to keep things simple and on task.
I do. Like,
When you find something you like, you will
my
stick
rule
to
is
that.
my rule is during the week. So sometimes Harry will go, "Oh, why don't you go and get KFC today?" I go, "No, it's a weekday. I eat like I'm in prison. I eat like I've got one of those metal trays with the different portions, and I just slop on like a big, like, and I've got it in bulk at home. I just slop it on, heat it up, and just eat it and get it in me.
Because you don't deserve anything better.
No, well, the weekends are fun things. During the week, no fun.
Then you go into your bunk bed and you...
And then I just sleep with my shib with one eye open.
That's right. The bucket in the corner of the room.
I reckon there's a heap of blokes who like to keep it simple, wearing the same clothes every day because it's uncomplicated,
Yeah, maybe
eating
saying-
a sausage sizzle
yeah.
every day because it's
Yeah.
uncomplicated.
Yeah. We want to know the simple, uncomplicated lives of men that are listening right now. Give us a call, 13 24 10.
If it's you or if you live with one.
Yes, we're going to give somebody $150 to spend at Autobar Mechanical.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, are you a qualified mechanic looking for top rates and a sign-on bonus? Google Autobar Mechanical.
All right, we are talking about the uncomplicated lives of men.
Amy, our producer, was talking about how when her husband goes away camping...
On a fishing trip, yeah.
On a fishing trip, he'll just grab a couple of packets of Sandboys.
When girls go away for a weekend, it's like, no, there's a spreadsheet and you have to figure out, everybody's got a job to do.
Yep.
Like when we went away for our book club retreat, I had so many, I was on cocktails. I took 3 different sets of glasses.
Sean.
For different cocktails.
Tell everyone what Megan travels with when you go on your little breaks.
A standard to be packed in all our luggage is always fairy lights.
You can't have a holiday without
We're
fairy
at
lights.
Nalu Station, and we're talking. This is the desert meets
In
the
a-
sea.
in a caravan.
Spinifex, nothing else around. We have fairy lights right around a caravan. When we go to Rotto, there is fairy lights put up from the moment she walks in that door.
So say you have driven away from the house, you've packed up everything, and then 10 minutes away from
Yes.
you've
Oh
been
my
driving
God.
10 minutes, and then she's realised she's got the fairy lights. Would you turn around and
We
get
have to go back. Have to.
That's the difference
It's essential.
between men and women. Carmel, hello.
Hello, morning.
Now,
Carmel.
do you have a simple, uncomplicated man in your life, Carmel?
It's my brother, actually. My brother, he's a mechanic, and he wears PPE for work, and then on weekends he wears PPE around his property because it's just easier for him. He just keeps wearing his work clothes at home.
So his life is in PPE.
So he's in high vis walking around his property, Carmel.
Yes, with songs, but yes. high vis.
Songs.
That's the difference. That's how you know it's the weekend.
Yeah.
He's in thongs.
Well, there is Balinese safety boots.
On the positive, you'll always find him.
That's right.
Always.
Always. So he doesn't...
You can see his tan line.
So you never...
His work boots. Sorry, go.
No, go. His work boots.
I was just going to say you can tell because he's got his tan line from his boots, but his thongs are on.
Yes.
That's how you know it's the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. I mean, it is a bit like wearing a school uniform at the weekend, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, they're your work clothes. Don't you want to separate yourself from work?
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, we do.
But
I do.
maybe his work PPE is orange and his weekend's yellow.
Is that the case, Carmel?
No, it's all yellow and blue.
Yeah. He's a
You know
simple
what?
man.
That is a simple
He
life.
never gets up and thinks, what am I going to wear today? It's a decision that doesn't, because the decision's already made.
Oh, Carmel, has he got a partner?
Yeah, he does, actually, yeah.
Keeps the washing simple.
He doesn't mind.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, there you go. Thanks, Carmel. Chris, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
Chris, you sound like a simple, uncomplicated man.
Yeah, it's easy. It's military. Just camouflage, stand out.
You wear camouflage every day?
Yeah.
Because are you in the military?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, come on. That's not bad.
That's easy. So,
Okay.
so when you're not in your work civvies, what do you wear?
A snuggie.
So that's all you've got.
Said who?
You've got camo or you've got the snuggie, nothing in between.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you're like not at work and you're going out, like you're going out for dinner, what would you wear?
Going out for the rare times I go out for dinner, there is a suit gathering dust somewhere.
Right. Okay.
That you've had for how many years?
Oh, I think I bought it when I was 17.
How old are you?
Remember
36 now.
Renoirs?
36.
Remember Renoirs in Perth?
Yeah,
That's where
Renoirs.
everyone went and bought their suits because you can get a whole suit for $100.
Yeah. Chris, that's a 20-year-old suit.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, Chris...
You can't tell me that fits you, really? Chris?
Yeah, I haven't changed sizes. And
Yeah, he's in the military.
Okay, Chris.
that? Yeah.
Chris.
Oh, brilliant.
So, firstly, congratulations on not changing sizes.
That's right.
So you wear your military stuff all day, and then you come home. What time do you get home?
4 o'clock now, maybe.
4 o'clock, and then straight away camo
snuggie.
off into the snuggie.
In the snuggie, and then park myself in my computer chair. Yeah.
Is there a lady in your life?
I do have a wife, yeah.
Oh, I do have a wife.
So what are you doing in the computer chair, Chris?
Yeah, I'm so intrigued.
Playing computer games.
Yeah. It's pretty obvious, Sean.
What's your favourite computer game, Chris?
Die by 3 right now.
Die by 3.
Your life is a puzzle to me, Chris.
I'd watch your reality show.
They're not going to make a second series, though, are they?
No, but you know what? Veronica's only got one.
Oh, that's true. Thanks, Chris. Cam's in Balga. Hello.
There you go.
Good,
Cam.
buddy. You sound like a simple, uncomplicated man.
Yeah, to an extent, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell us about your life, Cam.
Generally just in high-vis work shirts. I'm a truck driver, so I tend to also do work away. So, yeah, it tends to either be high-vis or just short songs and just a shirt.
Yeah, Cam, so when you're packing for your work trip, do you put in maybe like a collared shirt just in case, or do you live in a world where there are no just in cases?
No, not really. It's normally just if the occasion arises, it's just whatever I've got on hand.
Cam, what about when you're travelling on the road? Do you keep it simple at like eating the same foods?
Oh, definitely. Yep. Every trip, it's normally I normally tend to try and keep just microwave meals and that sort of thing. So even at home, I don't change it very much either.
Meals. So what's your favourite?
Ready so quickly.
What's your favourite microwave meal that you get, Cam?
I couldn't really tell you. I think normally the southern style chicken ones from Coles there.
There you go.
So is that one of the man-sized meals? You know, there's man.
Yeah, the pub size. Yep.
Yeah,
pub size. Okay.
Pub size.
The pub size.
It never really changes between the boots and the thongs, or the shorts and the long pants.
So that covers you, 4 seasons, the whole thing, every occasion.
Yeah. Hey, I want to know your man-sized pub meals, right? So do you vary them up, or do you just get the same one?
Oh, I try to vary them up, but there's never really that many options, so I just go, yeah, that'll do.
There's a Parmigiana one. I saw that the other day.
How's the Parmigiana one? Is that all right?
They're all pretty good. They're not home cooked meals, but they certainly fill the spot anyway.
Hey Cam, when you're going through a roadhouse, what do you stop and get as a guy in the truck?
I'm a bit of a sucker for the beef and cheese sausages normally.
Yeah, I think we all are.
You're only human, Cam. You're only
It's
human.
been so long since I'm not going to finish that sentence. I just caught myself.
Wow.
Glad you did. Actually, I'm not.
You're really evolving.
There you go.
I want to hear that.
Thanks, Cam.
Thanks, Cam. $150 to spend at Autobahn Mechanical's going to go to Chris. Camouflage into a Snuggie.
Yep. That's
What a combo.
Got it all covered, plus one 20-year-old suit.
The Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Okay, this caused a bit of a stir on the World Wide Web, people.
Oh, my God.
Yes, a New York woman named Daphne. She was chatting to a guy on Hinge, and she ended up organising a date for him, and they went out for dinner. Things didn't go as planned. Some people are saying she's a little bit judgmental. Anyway, they've gone to the restaurant. They've sat down to order. This is what's happened.
And I said, okay, I'm going to take the branzino. And he said, I'm going to take the burger. And the waitress asked him, do you want some cheese on your burger? And he asked, is this going to be extra? And she says, yes, it's $3 extra. And he said, okay, then never mind. And I'm like, what the actual I got up and I just paid the bill and walked out of the restaurant, and I texted him, the check is taken care of, you should have gotten the cheese. And I blocked him.
You should have gotten the cheese and I've blocked you.
You should have gotten the cheese and I've blocked you will be on his headstone.
So she put that up thinking that she would gather a bit of...
people were going to be on
her side. Oh, he's terrible. Why didn't he get the cheese?
People were like, firstly, $3 is an insane amount of money for a slice of cheese.
Maybe they put 2 slices on, but even then,
and
that's
then
a lot.
Everybody else jumped on there and said, well, look at the cost of living these days.
Yes.
I mean, like, maybe this guy is saving for something, or maybe he's struggling in his
And maybe he
doesn't
feel that strongly about whether there's cheese on it or not. Do you know what I mean? Maybe he's like, it's $3. Don't worry about it. I don't care.
I agree with that now.
She's defended herself against the critics. She says, I'm a student. I'm an unpaid intern. My rent is half my paycheck. I have a huge credit card debt. But I'm fine about it. It's going to be okay. But when I go out on a date to a restaurant with friends, I'm not going to bitch about money. I'm going to enjoy myself and deal with it later.
Well, he didn't bitch about the money.
He just said, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I won't have to.
Yeah. Well, in it, we cut that down a little bit. He did say, isn't it amazing how much things cost these days? Which is true. anybody that's got money and lives in this world, it's amazing how much things cost these days. But the thing is, just deal with it tomorrow. This guy might not be able to deal with it tomorrow. He might be watching every dollar he spends.
And also maybe he hasn't racked up heaps of credit card debt. That's not something to be proud of.
No, not at all.
Maybe this
living
guy
beyond your means isn't a benchmark of great character.
Yeah. Maybe this guy really liked the look of you and how you were chatting, Daphne, and he really was stretching his budget to be able to take you out on a date.
Yeah.
And it just sort of reminded me, and this wasn't a date, I took a friend out for breakfast, right? This was a couple of years ago. You guys know her. And I took her out for breakfast, and I said to her, hey, breakfast is on me. And she goes, no worries, because she was in town. So we were over at the Subiaco Hotel. So she ordered a breakfast, and the breakfast would have come to about, she got a few extra sides or whatever. Probably $30.
Yeah, that's right. With
So
a coffee or whatever.
So $30 for her, $30 for me.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, great.
Yeah,
anyway,
you're a generous guy.
She had a big night the night before, and then she goes, you know what? I'm going to need a Bloody Mary. Oh, God. Anyway, they were $25.
Bloody Mary, really?
Yeah. And so she goes, I'm gonna get a Bloody Mary, and I was like, and my eyebrows raised at that point. Like there, are you serious?
Yeah, because I'm footing the bill here.
I'm paying. Anyway, I didn't think it'd get any worse. 3 Bloody Marys later. 3 Bloody Marys. $75 worth of Bloody Marys.
Plus the breakfast.
Her breakfast was $30. I spent $105 on her. We weren't dating. We were just friends. And my mind went straight to that because I thought, what if you are on a budget and you're going out to date? Like, how do you... Like, you must be crapping your dacks every time they look at the menu, trying to act cool in case they went rogue and ordered $75 worth of booze. That must do your head in.
You'd have to shepherd them in a particular area if you decide to go somewhere and unaware of the cost, but you should always look ahead just in case you're in that situation.
Yeah, the menus are all online.
But some people get those entertainment books and then go, I'll take the little voucher out and go, I'm
you can't do that on a first date. You can't be the voucher guy on the first date.
You can't.
No.
But it still might be a nice date and a nice meal because that's all you can afford and you're trying to do the best.
We should live in a world where you can be the voucher guy on a first date, especially these days. I wouldn't care if they pulled out a shopper docket.
I want 4 cents off.
Yeah, exactly. You're getting 4 cents off, and also what'd you get at Woolies? You don't really have an insight into their lives.
Oh, yeah. It's a bit of a minefield.
I know, yeah. I mean, like there are things that you can do that are cheaper. Like you can choose a cheaper destination. Don't go to if you can't afford to go to the fancy restaurant, don't try and impress them by taking them to the fancy restaurant because you won't be able to back it up.
Yeah, put you under pressure.
Right. So, Natalie, you've met a man. He's said, I want to take you out on a date. Now, this guy is very budget conscious.
We're going to Roadhouse, aren't we?
Yeah. No, he said, you know what, let's go for a lovely walk down the beach, and I've made some sandwiches. Would you eat a random man sandwich?
It would depend on what was in the sandwich. Like, don't come out with a polony sandwich.
I've seen, and I don't mean to be painting a brush on all men, but I've seen a lot of man sandwiches and they're not good.
Yeah.
Like they don't care about the way it look. They don't care about the proportions. They just put stuff in bread.
Well, it would be a good indicator. It would give you some idea of where you're headed.
I know, but then you're eating there. You're sitting on the beach.
Smoked salmon. Yes, I'll stick around.
Eating a man sandwich. We want to talk about dating while on a strict budget and what the realities of that are. And if you've been out on a date and they've gone rogue and you're going, oh, my God, how am I going to pay for this? We'd love to hear what hole you got yourself into. Because here's a way of getting yourself out. We're going to give somebody $300 cash.
Oh, nice.
Brilliant.
I know. Plus, you're going to be in the draw to win the Ultimate Crabfest weekend package. You can head down to the Channel 7 Mandurah Crabfest. It's happening this weekend. All the details at crabfest.com.au. But $300 is going to go to someone.
Lovely. All right. And we are talking about dating on a strict budget. Ellie, would you be the one ordering 3 Bloody Marys?
No, I'm going to back Daphne in here.
Oh,
I'm sorry, but Daphne's probably been on about 100 hinge dates with guys, I'm not looking for anything serious, blah, blah, blah. And she's probably thought, nah, he can't pay. If you can't pay for an extra slice of cheese on a date,
but it wasn't an extra slice of cheese for her. It was for his own burger.
That signals problems down the track. That he.
Do you think, or maybe it wasn't that important to him?
Boobies in there going, yes, girl. Like,
really,
are you too insane?
Cheese.
She's probably.
I've heard this kind of stuff before because the man should be able to show that he's capable.
Not at all. It's not about that. It's about what he's willing to.
What?
It's cheese.
It's a slice of cheese. It's
No,
not
but
that-
Ellie, so the waitress said, "Do
you're
you
a
want
monster.
cheese?" And he said, "Is it extra?" And
Yeah.
she said, "Yeah." And then, well, then I
Nah.
don't care. I don't want it.
I don't want
like,
it.
That's to you. That would be enough to.
You would have
it's
walked
an
out.
absolute deal
Not-
breaker.
Not for me, but it was obviously for Daphne because she's probably had enough of dating people.
But maybe that's because
Women.
Daphne is
To
being
be honest,
really
I don't
fussy.
think Daphne sounds like a real treat. To be honest,
The cheese.
There's more to this story. I feel it in my
There is a
bones.
more to this story.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
There were other red flags in the
Very
date. I'm
interesting,
sure of
Ellie.
it. I'm sure of it.
She didn't go on about the other red flags. It was the cheese. You should have gotten the cheese, then she blocked him. Read his headstone. Hi, Sarah.
Guys, how are you?
Hi, Sarah.
Sarah, definitely your real name. Now, Sarah, have you got a story for us about dating on a budget?
I do. First of all, can you guys hear me? Because I have to admit, I'm actually driving to work at the moment.
I can hear you. You sound amazing.
Hands free.
Thank you so much.
All right.
I love you guys.
Continue, Sarah.
So back in 2020, actually, I'm renting. I just started building my first home. So I've got a mortgage, rent to pay. Start dating this guy. Very sweet. Basically, I'm not being paid well at work at the time.
Yeah.
I've got about $60, each week for play money, as I would call it.
Yeah.
Yep.
He calls me one day. "Oh, you've had a hard day at work, baby. Can I take you out? Our local's got half-price burgers tonight." I go, "Oh, great. That's so sweet.
Yes.
Thank you so much."
Love it.
We catch up. We meet at the local. Go to the bar. He orders a pint. I order a glass of wine.
Yeah.
He just stands there and looks at me. So I kind of pull out my card and I pay. This goes on for a while. So basically, I'm footing the bill for all the drinks.
Yeah.
Time comes to order. No half-price burgers. No, he wants a steak.
But it's half-price burger, though.
What was he thinking? Like, every time he ordered, he just looked at you like... he just looked at you to reference you need to pull your card out again.
Basically, I just didn't know what to do. I felt so uncomfortable. I was just like, he's not offering to get any drinks, and eventually I said, "Look, I'm going to go back to the bar. I'm going to get a wine." He goes, "Great, get me a pint, and I want some, the deep fried pickles."
I'm all for a girl paying their own share, like it's the 21st century and all. But
Can
this
I
is
say-
ridiculous.
Can I say that is confronting, and I do know why you didn't say anything, Sarah. I remember I was that friend I took away literally paid for, I had free flights, so I took him overseas, and then I'm at the duty free counter. He walks up and puts a carton of cigarettes in front of me and walks away. And I was like, "Are you serious? You are here for free, and now I'm buying you a bag of how many durries?"
You'd set this precedent,
And it's so shocking when it happens. You don't know what to say.
It's
you,
no worries
Sarah.
if it's a scientific experiment just to see the reactions, but no.
Let's go to Steph in Basie. Hi, Steph.
Hi, guys. How are you?
We're talking about dating on an extreme budget. What happened?
Oh, yeah, I got a doozy. I was in uni, so quite young. I think I was only just out of school, and I was dating this guy, and my birthday's in October, and the Royal Show is in October, but we'd gone out for breakfast, and he'd paid. That was all lovely, and then afterwards he was like, "Oh, your birthday's, coming up. Do you want to go to the Royal Show?" I was like, "Yeah, that sounds great." Thinking his idea, he's going to pay for my birthday, like whatever.
treat.
So we went. Yeah, birthday treat. So we went and got there and, kind of got to the point of paying for entry, and he just, looked at me. So I was like, okay, I'll pay for entry, no worries.
Yes.
Paid for entry for both of us, and the rest of the day he paid his way and I paid mine.
Special birthday treat.
Your birthday treat was to pay for him to go with you to the Royal
Yeah,
Show.
so I ended up, I would have been out of pocket at least $150. You don't want to be the girl that's like, "No, I won't get the show back. No, I don't want to go on the ride." So I think he wanted to go on, a lot of rides. It was at least 5 or 6 rides, and at that time...
Always the ghost train.
Sorry. This is the thing. He wanted to go to the Royal Show. You didn't particularly have that in your
budget.
plan at all. No, not even in the plan. She didn't want to go to the Royal Show, so he's made you go somewhere where he wants to go, and then made you pay for rides that you don't want to go on.
I would definitely not... I could not afford to go to the Royal Show at the time. I would not have gone, but yeah, anyway.
So, Steph, how long have you been married for?
Yeah, I didn't see that guy again.
Oh, that's weird.
Unexpected. Thanks, Steph. Ryan, hello.
How are you?
Hey,
Good,
all
Ryan.
right.
Ryan, okay, talk to us about dating on a budget.
So, long story
story short, I was in a relationship for a long time, and we did the horse before the carriage, so I didn't know much about dating. And we'd split up for like 2 years. I met this woman, and my mate goes, "Man, you don't know what you're in for." And I'm like on obviously a really strict budget. And my job is really physical, so I eat a lot of food during the week. And this was on the Sunday that we'd organise it for the next Friday. And I'm like, all right, so the only way I'm going to be able to afford it is to be really skimpy during the week.
Okay.
Friday rolls along, I'm looking like a working dog, and like, if you know what that means, it's just, you know what I mean by a working dog, right? And I'm just like, I walk in and I'm like barely standing up, and she's like, "Oh, you know, you want to we'll just have like share plates and like cheap," and it ended up costing about $50 for dinner, and like we're still together a year later, like I'm good.
So you had to starve yourself for a week to be able to afford a couple of share plates.
Ryan, those share plates are really tiny, so how are you going at the table when all this food was in front of you?
Well, I just kept like pointing over his shoulder, "What's that?" And I'd sneak another one, you know, like a little bit more.
Ryan, I don't partake in that share plate nonsense. For me, if I'm going out for dinner, I want to know what meal I'm getting, and I want to know that's mine.
See, I like the share plates because you can have lots of different little tastes of different things.
Yeah.
I know, but you just,
You do feel you never want to take the last one either. You don't want to be seen to be the one.
No, you don't, but you really want to.
Yeah,
hey, Ryan, have you been hungry ever since?
I'm kind of thinking now that's probably why I'm always starving. Yeah.
It's all adding up. Thanks, Ryan.
Oh, great stories, everyone. Enjoyed them all. $300 cash, by the way. Plus, you'll be in the draw to win the Ultimate Crab Fest weekend package. Head down to the Channel 7 Mandurah Crab Fest. It's this weekend. All the details at crabfest.com.au. It's going to go... Well, Ryan...
It has to go to Ryan. The poor man's starving.
No, he's starving to death.
There you go, Ryan. Go buy some food.
Thanks, guys. I'm going now.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
We all know these three have no filter, but for water with consistent results, visit Complete Home Filtration. Taste, feel, see the difference with 20% off for the month of March.
The competition that has taken the world by storm. We're about to play a round of richer pourers. You just tell us when to stop pouring and you could score $1,000 cash.
Look, the news is if it goes over, though, and you spill it, you're out.
Yeah. Hi, Liam.
How are we?
Great, Liam. Congratulations on being on the hottest competition going around for 2023.
If not ever.
If you've got a good ear, Liam.
Hopefully.
Now, Liam, it's a little bit hard going first, to be honest, because the people after you can sort of hear how long the pour is going to be and what the vessel is.
But yesterday, the first caller won.
They did.
So anything's possible. Today, the water's being poured into large stemmed gin glasses.
Yes.
From no one in particular's personal collection.
No, they stink of like rotten gin, which never washes them because there's always gin in them.
And importantly, we've added fuchsia food colouring to the water today.
Yeah.
Fuchsia.
All right, so Liam, Sean's going to be pouring today, okay? He'll tell you when he's going to start pouring, and then you just have to listen very carefully, and you need to tell him to stop. You want to get as close as you can to the top without going over. If you go over and we spill, then you're out. All right?
Problem.
Okay. Right, Liam, I'll tell you when I'm about to go, and we'll get started.
Pick up your jug.
Okay, Liam, I am pouring now.
Very
interesting move.
Liam, you hang there. We move on to Beverly in Baldivis. Good morning, Beverly.
Hello, Beverly.
Hello, Beverly.
Hello, good morning, guys.
Are you laughing about this competition?
I'm just thinking I'm probably going to be the one that goes over straight away.
Don't doubt your powers, Beverly. All right.
Who runs the world? Girls.
And Bev.
True.
Okay, Beverly, listen up carefully. I'm about to pour the water now.
Okay. Stop.
Interesting move, Beverly.
Interesting
move. Beverly. Up next, Nathan from Kensington. Hello, Nathan.
Good morning, how are we?
Nathan, you're not doing this just for yourself, but you're doing this on behalf of all Nathans, including myself. So don't let us down.
Best kind of people.
I know we are. Gift from God. That's what they say.
And, I mean, it'll be a gift from us if you can take home the $1,000 cash.
Absolutely.
It's a game of nerve, really, isn't it?
It is really.
Yeah,
It is really.
yeah.
You don't want to go. You want to get as close as you can to the top. But you don't want to spill. If you spill, you're out. But you know what? Be brave. Be bold. Be Nathan.
No guts, no glory, Nathan. I am about to pour now.
Stop.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Let's see if fortune favours the brave.
that's
Let's
right.
have a look.
We go to the ruler at this point.
We do. All right,
see.
Sean. We are starting with Liam from Canning Vale.
So you're measuring from the top, are you, Sean? Or from the... Doesn't matter. Either works.
Yes. I am measuring from the top.
Yeah.
And as it stands with our first contestant, which is Liam,
Yes.
he goes up to 15.5 centimetres from the bottom. Well, now we're measuring from our table. 15.5 centimetres.
You've got the ruler upside down, you idiot.
Well, that's inches on this side.
No, Sean.
Oh, you can't do inches because you'll add 2 on.
No, that's right. Okay. So in centimetres from
It
the
is.
tabletop to the top of the liquid.
It is 15. Well, it's 15.7.
Okay.
So
next.
I was out by 2 mils.
Okay.
I mean, come on, guys.
Hey, that 2 mils could be the reason, Sean.
Yeah, that's right.
somebody
That's
This
loses
is
or
a
wins.
That is true.
precision.
All right, so that was Liam.
15.7.
15.7. Okay.
Beverly.
Right, to Beverly.
Beverly.
Just really look at it.
Hey, have you checked the light in here?
No, you need glasses.
Beverly.
That's the problem.
You have come up to
What is taking
16.4.
Okay.
16.4. You're in the lead, Beverly.
Liam,
Okay, all
you're
right.
out.
Okay.
Is Liam out? Wait, though. We haven't measured
No, well,
the
he
last
is
one.
out.
Okay, Liam, you're out.
It's Beverly got
Congratulations.
more.
Thank you so much. Beverly, you're in the lead right now. Beverly, how are you feeling, Beverly?
I'm pretty nervous, but I'm pretty sure Nathan's got it.
Because you were doubting yourself.
Yeah.
And let's get Nathan up right now. Hello, Nathan.
Are we?
Nathan,
Righto, Nathan.
good. So
Righto, Nathan.
it's between you and Beverly. Nathan, do you think you've gone okay?
Well, I think it's close.
Yeah.
Mate,
Very close.
I know. This is
Sean?
Okay, the last measurement is for Nathan at 17.8.
Nathan, you've done it!
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
to complete home filtration.
Nathan
what
is
a
the
match.
richer pourer.
What a match.
Guilty. Thanks very much.
Oh,
Mate, on
Unlucky,
behalf
Bev.
of all Nathans, Nathan, I'm proud of you, Nathan.
Thanks very much, Nate.
No worries, Nate.
oh, is the Nathan Appreciation Society finished meeting now? Or?
No, we're not. We're going to have a rally this afternoon so we don't feel respected.
That's how it's done, everybody. Tomorrow, a new vessel.
Oh, and a new coloured water.
A new pourer.
But the same good old-fashioned water pouring fun.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Maths. Well, it's in full swing.
Yes,
We've seen
and-
it all so far.
Hey, Nat, we're over the halfway mark.
I
We're getting
know.
to the end.
Yeah,
So-
we are lucky enough to be joined right now by Husband of the Year, Harrison. Hi, Harrison.
Really?
Good morning. Good morning. I don't know if I'd be getting that title, but
Yes, I don't know
good
either.
morning.
What do you
How
mean
are
you
you?
don't know? I mean, every time we watch the show, they're saying you're a narcissist, you're gaslighting people. Surely that's part of the title?
Ah, look, it's so easy to make a gaslighter. It's so easy. It's the oldest trick in the book.
Yeah. Hey, Harrison, do you think maybe you'll be able to get a sponsorship deal with Clean Heat or something afterwards because of the amount of times that gaslight's been used in your name?
It gets used every year.
Yeah.
It gets used every year.
Yeah.
Every year someone gets accused of it. It's, like I said, it's the oldest trick in the book. It's nothing new. But yeah, it's just something that I've got to sort of deal with now and talk about and explain my side of things, I suppose, because there's a lot of stuff that happens on the show that people aren't aware of.
Okay, can you explain to us why you're on the show? Now, most of the other people we've spoken to, and over the journey, we've been able to do that for a long time, and you just go, right, you're in it for Instagram fame, or you want to be on TV, and a lot of people are coming off like a knob, and to be honest, that's been you for most of this season so far. Can you defend that and explain why you got on the show in the first place?
I can't defend it, mate. I'm a bit of a knob. No, I would say, look, I went on the show because I was looking to get into a relationship. I wanted to test myself, and I was pretty open about the fact that, look, at least if that didn't work out, being famous also has its advantages. So I'm just gonna, come out and say That's probably the two main motivations for most people going on the show, I would say, is that they know that they're either going to meet the person of their dreams, or they're going to get that blue tick.
Can I just say, Harrison, you are, I think, the first person out of all the series of Married at First Sight that we have covered that has actually admitted that.
Yeah,
that's true.
Now, Harrison,
that's forbidden admission.
Yeah, can I just go back to what you alluded to before? And we get that it's edited. We get that we don't see everything that goes on, but you are being judged by what we see, and you obviously are watching it. So when you're watching what we see, so you're watching your behaviour, do you understand why people are calling you a gaslighter? Do you?
Oh, yeah. I watch it and I can see it perfectly clearly why people would say that. Yeah.
So do you think that you got the gaslighter edit, or do you think your behaviour fits that profile?
100%. No, I've never gaslit Bronte, and Bronte admits it herself. She says, he's never manipulated me, he's never gaslit me.
Yeah, but you gaslit her to believe that.
Yes. It's the nature of it.
I'm just that good. I'm just that good at manipulating and gaslighting. I can get people
lots of people are.
say things. Yeah.
But I mean, it is. But sometimes, you know what I mean? There might be
why don't you guys give me an example where you feel like I've gaslit Bronte and we can talk about it?
Well, I mean, I'm not really going to get into examples. I'm going to talk about what's happened with Bronte as well, because I feel like, okay, this is how I'll explain it. So you know when you put something in the fridge and you leave it uncovered and then the other things in the fridge start taking on that smell? That's what I feel like's happened. That's what I feel like's happened with you and Bronte. I feel like Bronte's now picked up your traits and she doesn't even know she's doing it, because Bronte's now a person that I feel like is doing it. Oh, I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Harrison, I think it might be a stretch.
I think you
look at it this way. If they only show my behaviour and specifically not other things, do you really not think that there's more? Like, have you left any room for the possibility that there is things going on that you haven't seen?
That's exactly what a gaslighter would say.
No, well, that's true. We do know that it's completely edited.
I'm not manipulating you to question reality. I'm just saying there's things you haven't seen.
I don't trust anything he's saying. He's getting me. He's getting me. I'm writing leave.
Well, look, I think if there's nothing I can say that you guys aren't going to attack with calling it gaslighting, then I don't think there's any point even having the discussion.
Oh, no, we're not attacking you. It's actually pretty funny.
No, I know. I'm just saying. Like, it's got to the point where anything that comes out of my mouth, people are going to go, it's a gaslighting, it's manipulating, blah, blah. You know what I mean? It's like, there's not even any point talking about it then.
It's the power of the edit of the show, though, Harrison, to be honest. It's what people are fed, and, you know, and we only see one side of what's going on.
Why do you think they did that for you? Do you know what I mean? Like, because some people get the good guy edit. Did you think you were going to get the good guy edit?
You always hope. Look, again, it comes back to the fact that I genuinely thought there is so much going on here between me and Bronte. I thought towards this part of the show, I thought there is absolutely no way they could keep up this villainous narrative for me. I was like, there's so much that's come out. All of the women have turned on Bronte. You can see it on the show.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So ask yourself, what are you not seeing on the show to make all of the women turn against Bronte? Regardless of the fact that they're saying what they're saying about our relationship. I mean, for women to turn on women, there has to be something really wrong with that woman's behaviour, because the women on the show were much, much, much tighter than the guys.
I think sometimes, Harrison...
Just leave room for the possibility that the evidence is there, you're just not seeing all of it.
Yeah, I think sometimes as well is that you can give someone the same advice again and again and again, and when they don't take it and they go directly in the opposite way, that's when you start getting shitty with them.
Yes, that's right.
And I feel like that's sort of where some of the girls are coming from.
Everybody's got that friend who comes to them crying and says, he's horrible to me, blah, 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 and then they're like, okay, leave him, and they're like, yeah, I'm going to, and then they go back to him. And then it's like, oh my God, we can't keep going through this. You got the sense that that's where...
Well, in that situation, who's really the problem?
I think it's all a problem.
Well, I mean, I don't think you get to excuse the guy's behaviour because she went back to him.
Harrison, you would have been copying this the whole time, and I know you've been doing interviews after interviews along, because that's the part of the gig. You
guys are my favourite, though.
How you going with this?
Harrison. You say that to all the girls, yeah.
How you going with this? Are you regretting being on the show? Because this puts into focus family and friends because they see you, that kind of thing.
No, look, no, I don't regret going on the show. I'm getting everything that I wanted from going in there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay.
Which is public attention? Is that the...
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, are you going to have a blue tick party when you get it? It's going to be pretty exciting.
I'm going to have a lot of parties. Do you guys want an invite?
Mate, I'll go to your party. I'll see what's going on.
Harrison, how'd you get on the show? Did you get someone
big 20-foot gas? Big 20-foot gas lighters.
Bonfire.
Gas barbecues in a park.
Just lining the way into the party, and only villains are invited.
Harrison, did you have an agent come to you at some stage to get you on the show?
Like a producer talent spot you, or did you apply?
Yeah. No, I've had people reach out. I haven't really spoken to. I had someone looking after me for a couple of weeks, but that took a different direction. It's just at the moment I don't have any management. So if you know anyone or anyone's keen, hit me up.
No, but to get on the show in the first place, did you get spied? Did someone come after you to go? You'd be,
or did you apply?
No. I think producers sit on Hinge and Tinder, and they see who the singles are in a certain area, and then they'll pick out the most narcissistic. I'm kidding. They will just, they'll send the feelers out to see who's keen.
No, I think the first one was right.
And just quickly on that. So
I'm just giving you guys what you really want, which is admitting that I'm a gaslighting narcissist.
Isolate that. We got it.
Yeah.
For everybody out there watching the show, how much should a producer who's by your side say, go and say this, or go up in,
pushing
someone else's grill? Yeah, how does that happen?
Producers stand behind us with cattle prods, and if we don't do exactly what they want, we get tasered.
To be honest, though, I would believe that too. I completely believe that. I mean, look,
you go out there and you gaslight your little ass off.
Yeah. The show is like, we know a lot of it is fabricated. We know most of it is manipulated.
You'd be surprised how much of it's real. It just comes down to what they show and what they don't show.
Yeah, but also the fact they ply you with alcohol and force you together.
I'm genuinely having those conversations. I'm genuinely...
Yeah, but they light the fuse by giving you questions to ask one another and that sort of business, and the ridiculous...
And making a move into, with bloody, what's her name last night?
This interview has got a complete 180, because we started off with, no, you definitely are a gaslighter, to, we know it's fake.
Oh, no. The two can be true, though, Harrison. Both can be true.
We do think that you gaslight and stuff like that. But yet, I am open. Wait there, let me finish. I am open to the fact that what I'm seeing and my opinion of you is pushed along to one side because of editing. So what I'm seeing of you,
right?
You know what I mean? But we've been doing this show for 20 years, so we know what the editing is. So I can see the way I've been conditioned to think of you, but yet I can be open to the fact that I'm being pushed to think of you that way because of the way it's being edited.
Most people aren't so open-minded, so that's good. That shows that you're not biased. You're just watching the show and trying to pick things up, and I think that's fair.
I'm a very smart man.
Would you ever employ John Aiken to help you out in a relationship outside of the experiment?
Look, if I went to John Aiken for a relationship advice and I got what I got from the last commitment ceremony, I definitely would walk out without paying. I'll put it that way.
We have to admit to you, though, Harrison, with John,
if I went to any relationship expert and said, look, I don't know what my issues are. I'm half this relationship. It's falling apart. Help me. And he goes, that's the issue right there. I'd go, no shit, bro. I'd walk out.
I have to admit to you, Harrison, when John Aiken came in before this series kicked off, he actually said to us off air, I've never come across someone like Harrison before. So already before the show's even started, our image of you was tainted.
Yes.
And he basically said that you're a monster.
He did say that.
No.
Yes.
No, I don't believe it.
He said there has never been a contestant on this show like Harrison.
And mate,
I heard an interview John Aiken did, and they asked him who the most memorable was, and he said me.
Oh, dude, he did not.
But that was loaded with memorable because of...
John and I get along quite well, so I don't think he would have rubbished me like that.
Are you kidding me? Harry, Amy, everyone's in the room. Did John Aiken say that?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Everyone? Speak up.
He did at the start.
He did. Mate, this was off air. He said to us.
Put it this way, on air right now with me, right? Why would they do that? Why would they put someone like that knowingly into a relationship with quite a vulnerable person, which was Bronte?
For television. For television.
That just seems like intentional cruelty. So again, I don't buy that.
I think a lot of the show is intentional cruelty.
Yes,
to be honest, and honestly, like they put someone like you in there, Harrison, because What's
You're an
happening?
agitator.
You would have the most requests for interviews. You are the storyline.
Yeah.
Like so without you in there, if it was just all lovely, like Ollie and his missus, they're lovely. If it was just all relationships like that, no one would care. No one would watch it.
No one would watch it.
Yeah, so that's why. I mean, like, we don't have to be stupid to know how TV works these days.
Well, one can be true without the other. I agree that without me in that, the storyline would be quite flat at the moment. Like, I agree with that. But I reject the notion that I'm some sort of a monster. I mean, I'm an amazing father. I've got a huge heart, and there were times where I was in a really, really quite a nice and pleasant relationship with Bronte. So, it all swings and roundabouts. There is some bad behaviour in there that I've got to own as well. But at the same time, I'm just a pretty average guy, to be honest.
Well, to be honest,
I was just put into some really like, these aren't usual circumstances. I'm at a dinner party with 10 couples that, quite frankly, are all out to get me and my relationship as well. So it's not like they're not usual circumstances that people find themselves in on maths, and it brings out the best and the worst in everyone.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Look, I don't think it's fair to paint anyone with like a particular brush, and I don't think John would rubbish me like that. Like, I get along. I've had conversations with John off air, and we get along fine, so I just don't think that he'd be calling me a monster.
Dude,
basically.
we've got no reason to lie about what happened before this
call you a monster.
interview.
Anyway,
He inferred it.
Maths is back tonight, 7:30 on Channel 9 at 9 now. Harrison, thank you for talking to us this morning.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
Nathan, Nat and Sean in podcast form.
And I can put you in.
Nova's First Class and 50K.
It's 7 to 9. We had a boarding call just a few minutes ago, and Abby was the name of the moment. Abby paged to the gate.
And here we were, like, discussing famous Abbeys, and I forgot Abby Lee Miller. She was the...
Sean?
She's from Dance Mums. She was a nasty piece of work. Went to prison.
Yeah.
For making children dance too hard. I don't know
So
what.
was it a tax thing?
Yeah, some fraudy thing.
Right.
Okay, but you did preface that by saying famous Abbeys, right?
Dance Mums, mate. Dance Mums.
It's big.
Alan Iverson.
Dance Mums.
Alan Iverson.
To be honest, I think this could be the new Alan Iverson. Dance Mums versus Alan Iverson. Oh, neck and neck.
Let's meet an Abby in Thornley. Who's this?
Hello, it is Abby.
Hi, Abby. Is Abby short for anything, Abby? Or you just...
No,
Abby?
just an Abby.
Abby, as an Abby, do you know Abby Lee Miller?
I don't know.
From Dance Mums?
I haven't. I've heard of her, but I haven't actually seen the show.
Okay, before today, have you heard of Alan Iverson?
Yes.
The answer, no.
What does Alan Iverson do?
I don't know. I just know the name.
Okay, I think we can back away from that one. Hey, where would you go? Anywhere in the world, Abby. First class.
I think I'd have to do Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
I mean, got
Why wouldn't you?
Summer in Europe.
So many places to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're in the running. Good luck, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Abby.
Go to East Vic Park. Hello, who's this?
This is Abby.
Oh,
hey,
Abby.
Abby.
Thank God.
Abby.
Is your Abby short for anything?
No, just Abby.
Just plain old Abby.
Abby, where would you go, mate, if you had the opportunity?
I think I'd do South America.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Argentina action, Peru.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
What
great places.
What famous Abby do you most relate to, Abby?
Oh, I don't know any, to be honest.
Wow. You've got to really be aware of the famous
other Abbeys.
namesakes
Yes.
in your world.
Yeah.
Then again, there's no really famous Nathans, is there?
Well, what about Nathan Morris of
Who?
Boys to Men?
Oh, Nathaniel Morris. He is actually.
Yeah.
Voice like an angel.
To the end of the road.
I can't let go.
Abby, you're in the running for Nova's First
Thanks,
Class at
guys.
50K.
Thank you.
Well done.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
All right, Ben, hello.
Hello, guys.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, Ben.
Bring on footy season, hey?
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
Yes,
You
please.
guys in the tipping comp?
No.
Yes.
No?
Yes.
No.
I think you should
Come
go for
on.
comedy purposes because somebody
might be
who's
successful.
not invested in it can do quite well because you're just literally picking from out of the air.
But I feel like some things you shouldn't have a right to go near, and that's one of them.
The last time, Ben, that Nathan got involved in tipping of sorts is when he thought that Essendon would beat the Fremantle Dockers.
Yes.
Aaron Sandilands took the bet on that Fremantle would win that game.
didn't know.
And that meant that Nathan went on... Oh, that was the last date he ever went on, which
Yeah.
was the losing...
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It wasn't a good time for me.
I can tell you're still affected by it. It brought up some
Scarred for
PTSD,
life.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't make football bets, because I don't really know what's going on.
Dan, who's your
Fun this
team?
year. I'm a Hawthorn man.
Yeah, right, okay.
So-
You're going to be right down the bottom.
Yeah,
this year.
wooden spoon. So I keep hearing from everyone this year.
Yeah.
It's all right. Draft picks, baby. Draft.
Yeah, draft picks for sure.
Yeah.
Loading up for the
Tanking
Tasman
already.
team.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.